So, I was pretty busy between the episodes, guys. I ended up exploring the map a little bit more just to get myself a little more familiar with this place. I ended up putting a fabricator in the base. I also ended up making a generator, so now we have some electricity. I also found a baby oviraptor, so that is now inside of the depot terminal. So the depot terminal is now working as intended, which I'm really excited about. I brought a couple of the raptors out to basically go ahead and go on a bit of a killing spree. I wanted to kind of promote some new spawns in the area and hopefully some high level stuff, and by doing that I ended up finding myself a really good raptor, which ended up having a pretty good melee stat, so I ended up breeding that into the line, and now yet again we have a new set of raptors, which are these three right here. They are all level 266. It is 2 females and a male. I do not have names for this yet, so if you guys have any name suggestions, please throw them down below, guys. I am struggling with names at this point. I know it's sad. You guys know I'm just not good with names or anything, so if you guys have any suggestions, throw it down below. Greatly appreciated. Here are the stats that we're looking at. So we are looking at 2496 in health, which is 47 points, 870 in stam, which is 48 points, 312 in weight, which is 43 points, and finally 440 in melee, which is 47 points. And of course, guys, that's with a 100% imprint. Really excited to see what they can do, but that's not what we're doing in today's episode. I have found some S-Deinonychus, and they're a really good level. Now, here's the thing, guys. I did not look at the mod page or anything, so I don't know exactly how this goes. I don't know if it's a knockout tame. I don't know if I'm looking for an egg or not. I'm kind of just throwing this into the wind, and, well, we'll see how it goes. So if you guys are excited for today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. I have went ahead and made myself a trap just to make things hopefully a little bit easier. We are going to be kind of using... it's an easy design. I'll kind of show it off, but I am going to be using the template hammer just to make my life a little bit easier. I've kind of already preset this trap and everything. But yeah, it's going to be right over this way. Now, by the way, too, somebody mentioned about stegos, like taming a stego or something, especially for the redwoods. Yeah, we now have a 140 near base, which is really cool, too. But yeah, these S-Deinonychuses, guys, they look so cool. I'm really excited to see, like, how they actually work and everything. I'm really hoping it's a knockout tame, because if it's not, that's going to be kind of awkward. Because I have been kind of going back to that area to see if I can find some more Deinonychus eggs and stuff, and I have yet to find an S-Deinonychus egg, so I don't know exactly how this works, but we'll see what happens. So, from what I remember, from when I was over here the last time, they did end up chasing me a little bit, and I believe they are now completely off of the cliff, which makes things a little bit easier. My only worry is if they're too far out of range, is that going to be a problem? Are they going to potentially despawn? I don't know. So they were right down here earlier. Oh, they're still here. Yes. Okay, so that's the first thing. They're here, which is great. So it's those three right there. One of them is a 145. One of them is a 95. And one of them is a 140. And I believe it's a female and a male. It is. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so setting up our trap here. Let's get you out. Let's go over to select template. Trap. Place, and we'll just place you here, and we'll drop you down a little bit. Now to build, I think I can auto build, right? As long as I have all the resources. Okay, so it was aborted for this. Huh. Okay. Can I just put the pieces down? Or no? Probably not a good idea that I have my back turned to these guys. Is the trap okay? Like, they'll be able to get up, right? I think that's fine still. Now, was there anything else that I needed to do with this? Because that blue is still coming up. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. Whoops. Pressed the wrong thing. Complete mode. Complete. Okay, perfect. Cool. Okay, so here is kind of my hope and my idea. I kind of want to take the raptor, get some aggro, and then see if I can have them chase me. I can jump over the trap, and the hope is that they'll fall into the trap. Now, the problem is I don't know how fast these guys are. And the unfortunate thing is, too, we're going to have to kind of get all three at the same time because I don't think there's going to be a way to split them apart. So let's see how this goes. Ooh, we're getting kind of close. I don't know how quick they are. That's a problem. Okay, they are definitely behind me. No! No, 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 no. Okay, good. That worked like a charm. First of all, I actually didn't realize that the raptor would be able to get all the way through. That's certainly awesome. Which one is this? So that's 145. Okay. So should I try to kill the 95 first? Which is not you. Okay, so you're the 95. Yeah, like, if I can just do this. Okay. Perfect. They ate the body too, which is awesome. Okay, so nothing else is coming after us right now. I think I'm going to hop off of you. And I know that we're going to do less damage because they're made boosted, but we'll see if this is the way it's supposed to be done. I'm going to assume the 52 is a headshot. Now, granted, we would be hitting a lot more, but because of the mate boost, are you running? Tell me you're running. I think you're running. You're out. Okay, so I cannot have this male hit the female, so we'll just kind of do it like this. Now, here's the other problem. I don't know if I'm going to need, like, kibble or something for this, but we do have something in the area that should work out pretty well, if it's not necessarily kibble. The last thing I need is to, by mistake, hit the female. Okay, you should be getting close to passing out. And you're out. Perfect. Okay, so are they an actual knockout Tame? They're not. No. There's an egg that I'm supposed to look for. Don't tell me. Oh. I had this all planned out and everything too. I was like, okay, maybe you knock these guys out because they're an S variant. Okay, well, I guess that means that I am going to have to go look for an egg. Guys, I've went through this area like at least 6-7 times. And I've yet to ever find an egg. So that's why I kind of assumed, okay, well, maybe you just knock them out. All right, well, I guess you guys are going to be coming with me. We should be fine, regardless. Okay, that's going to change things a little bit. That's a bit upsetting. Like, what does an S egg look like? Like, there's another S one right there. And and you are a 55. Like, do you have a different color egg, or like... Oh, that stinks. I was really hoping to get the 140, 145. I was like... Unless maybe there's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we got... Oh, my gosh. What is this? I did not bother leveling anyone because I didn't think we would be going into something like this. This is bad. Well, I killed an S-Deinonychus. I mean, I'm okay. I just don't know how they're doing. They have to be pretty bloody, aren't they? What did we just walk into? What was that, 20 Deinonychus? Oh my gosh. Okay, so like, what? And you're just a normal, I mean, it's a 145 egg, which is great, but like, how do you get the S-Deinonychuses then? If it's not through an egg, like, what am I missing here? Yeah, probably shouldn't have even went for these guys, but... Okay, so one of our Raptors was killed. Okay, you know what? You're going to be very bloody. Let's just put you away. Oh, recently hurt. That's why. Come on. Give me the option. There we go. Oh, boy. Okay. The good news is I think they'll start to get their health back and stuff. Wow. Okay. All right. This is not going to be an S-egg either, is it? S-Deinonychus 145. So they are eggs to get. Okay. Shoot. I mean, at least we found out, but like... Oh. Don't scream at me in the comments, guys. I'm trying here. There's another S-Deinonychus already. What level is it? By the way, no, I completely forgot to do the roar. I completely forgot to... You know what? If you're good, I should probably leave you here, right? You're a 145. Screw it. You're staying. Okay. So... That kind of changes things for the episode, but at the same time, it also doesn't, if that makes sense, because I was really hoping to get these guys. I was really hoping to be able to breed and... Oh, shoot. Now, I guess here's my question. Can the S variant dinos breed with the non-dinos? Because then we might be able to kind of compile a really good group here, you know what I mean? And maybe there's a way to get them to be like S ones. 140 bison. Whoa, okay. I don't know where you came from, but that's cool. Okay. So let's go back to base. I guess we'll go ahead and hatch these guys. Just to take a quick look and save. Yeah. Okay. Another thing I gotta look into is the S-Deinonychus saddle. Is there a particular... You look really cool. I don't know what it is about you. 25. I don't know if it's a particular saddle I need to get, if it's a normal Deinonychus saddle. I mean, with it being the normal egg, maybe it's a normal Deinonychus saddle too. That certainly would be really nice, but I guess we'll find that out here. Okay. Learning a couple of things in today's episode. Interesting. Yeah, this S-Deinonychus thing, I'm really excited for. By the way, I don't know when this guy showed up. This guy just showed up randomly at base. But yeah, so if you guys aren't familiar with the depot terminal or anything, basically when you have power running to it and you have a Oviraptor inside of here, basically what it will do is it'll go ahead and pick up any eggs that are hatching, and it will go ahead and also there we go. It'll also incubate them. Now, granted, you don't need the Oviraptor for the incubation. You only need it for it to pick up the eggs and everything. But yeah, this is pretty cool, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I definitely like this thing. This is one of those things in the past I remember really struggling to figure this out, so I'm really excited that I have been able to figure it out. But yeah, here we go. So, we already have 26 Deinonychus eggs, by the way, which gets us in a really good spot for thinking about potentially getting into extraordinary kibble. Now, granted, we'll need a lot more things in order to do that, but it's a start, and we're certainly looking good in that department. By the way, let's put you away just so you can start healing up a little bit more because, yeah, these guys are 1053, 1352, yeah. Got another level. We are currently at 150 stam, which is where I would like to keep it just for a little while. We have 500 in weight already, so we're all good there. And then we also have fortitude. And you know what? Me saying that, I kind of want to get my stam up a little bit more, if I'm going to be honest. I think we're going to be shooting for about 200 there. If you guys were curious, I have used my skill points. I went into hot-blooded, so we basically get a natural health regen of 300%. I guess technically it's 400% though, because your character already has regeneration to begin with, if that makes sense. I think I have that right, if I'm saying that correctly. And then I use the rest of the points to go into heavy-footed because, especially when exploring and jumping off of a cliff here and there, I tend to leave my dino a little bit earlier than you should, just so the dino doesn't get damaged, but ultimately I get damaged. So I basically added that there, so it does give me a little bit of more resistance when doing so. But at this point, the eggs are pretty much ready to go. Right when I pretty much drop them, the eggs will hatch, and now they'll just naturally come straight back in here. So we have a baby Deinonychus male, and we have a baby S-Deinonychus female. Now, are the stats any different, really? So 21 is 228 damage. 20 is 222, so no, I don't naturally see. Of course, I got 34 points into oxygen. I don't really see anything too different about these, if I'm going to be honest, but it would be nice if you can breed them together, so then you can potentially get yourself some S-Deinonychuses without needing to go out and getting more and more S-Deinonychus eggs, if that makes sense. I guess what I'll do too is, I guess I'll go ahead and make a saddle. I don't know if you can do that in your inventory. I think you can. And in the meantime, guys, those guys are going to be raising. They're also going to get the imprint and all that, which is certainly nice too. We'll go ahead and pull that. And you know what? Before doing that, let me just double check. S dash. So it's the Griffin saddle. Oh, wow, there's an S Griffin saddle. That's cool. And there's a S Maywing saddle, I assume, right? But here's the thing. There should be another saddle that you should be able to get. Huh. Okay. So as I was exploring, I know a lot of talking in this one, guys, apologies. As I was exploring and stuff, I, of course, got a few drops here and there. And most notably, I got two interesting things. One, I ended up getting this. A Journeyman Desmodus saddle. Now, you guys will have to let me know if Desmoduses do spawn on this map, and if they do, are you able to tame them? Because technically they're a flyer, and I don't know how that's going to necessarily work on a no-flyer map, but the other thing that I got was this. An S-Direwolf saddle, which is cool, but it's interesting that you can't craft the S-Direwolf saddle, so not entirely sure if this is going to work with the S-Deinonychus or not, but of course we'll see here in a little bit. Of course, it's going to take some time and all that, so I think what we'll do is we will go out for a little bit of a spin here, or I should be able to on the Raptor at this point. We'll kind of throw him out. We'll also put some stats in there too. Let me clean up the inventory real quick here, so we'll put that here, we'll put that here. Where did my S-Deinonychus saddle go? Did I never make the saddle? I thought I made the saddle. Did I not? I pulled the resources and didn't do it? Oh no, because I was looking to see if there was an S-Deinonychus already. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so let's go out for a little bit of a spin on the Raptor because I do want to show off some other things potentially that we could end up taming, which could make things pretty interesting for us. Don't know if we're going to do it in today's episode because I would like to kind of take a look at the S-Deinonychus a little bit more, but here is the first one right here. That is a 145 Gigantoraptor, which I have to look into the Gigantoraptor again and see exactly what it does, because I'm not entirely sure. You look gorgeous, whatever you are. 66 Stego, okay. What else was there? There was a really high-level ferry, I think, that I saw out here, but who knows, maybe it ended up despawning at some point. Let's see if it's still here or not. What level are you, by the way? 55, okay. Let's see. I explored the redwoods briefly because I literally got attacked by a Thyla. It missed me. It didn't hit me. It missed me by an inch, and it ended up being a max level Thyla. Not an S-Thyla, just a regular Thyla, but still. What else did I find? I found a 145 dire bear near the redwoods, which is cool. It looks like my ferry is gone, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, that's the downside with it. It's like you find these good tames and you kind of try to put them on the back burner a bit, but yeah, sometimes it is one of those things that right when you see something, it's almost like, yeah, you got to pull the trigger and just do it regardless. What else was there? There was some other stuff on the... There was some stuff on the other side, I feel like. I'll be honest, guys, if you take a look at the map, I pretty much explored most of the map at this point, honestly. Again, just kind of running around, checking out things and whatever. So there's a lot of different dinos that I was interested in getting, but granted, they are kind of all over the place at this point. So just trying to remember what I came across, at least in this area in particular. What else? What are we going to do about the S-Deinonychuses that are in there? Because they're inside of the thing, will they produce an egg? Because if they do, then we can kind of just leave them there, right? I feel like eventually, though, they would... Are they up or no? I don't think they're up yet. No, they're not. They're unconscious. Wow, okay. I can't remember what else I saw. I feel like I saw a 145 female bison, which is kind of what threw me off with this male 140. I don't know. Maybe that was it, at least for this area. Oh, the other thing, though. There's an Ovis over here, which is really cool. And this is what I was hoping that I was going to be able to use for those Deinonychuses, but yeah, it doesn't have a kit or anything, so it was going to be kind of a one-time use, if you will, but it is what it is, no big deal. Yeah, just checking. There's no way I can get in their inventories or anything, right? No. Shoot. Okay, well, let's leave the area. They'll wake up if oh god, I can't even move. Yeah, of course, this is the time they'll wake up now, right? Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. S-Deinonychus is officially an adult. Oh, he looks so cool. You look awesome. Okay, so, looking at the stats and everything, I'm going to be honest, it's not really too crazy. Somehow it also... Oh, that makes sense. I got a 100% imprint. We are looking at 1209 in health, which is 23 points. 450 in stam, which is 20 points. 248 in weight, which is 24 points, and 272 melee, which is 21 points. Now, it does use a normal saddle, which is certainly really good. Do we get any kind of skins or anything with this? We do not, but I'm going to be honest, kind of comparing between the Raptor and the Deinonychus, the Raptors just seem so much better. Now, granted, I did look on the mod page and learned a couple things. They can crossbreed, which is really cool. So we could potentially start breeding it with like the 140 Deinonychus as we got the 145, of course, too. And we could start looking at some really good Deinonychuses, or at least the S variant. Let's have a quick look of how... Oh, this thing's fast. Oh, this thing is quick. Okay. Oh. Text stego by base. 66. Okay. Okay, so this thing is pretty quick. Let's kind of see the damage output, though. Let's see. What can we go for? What can we go for? Just trying to stay out of the way of a couple things, too. Ooh, there we go. And yeah, we got you. So we do 81 damage. But we also do the bleed, too, which is certainly nice. I feel like the Raptors attack a little faster. It's not bad. It's not certainly great either, though, if I'm gonna be honest. I do feel like, though, this thing moving around the map is going to be so much better than the Raptors, though, and I think if we could potentially get some more eggs, do a little bit of crossbreeding, do a little bit of breeding between the episodes and stuff, I do think that we could get some really, really good ones, or at least one good one in particular, right? Now, there is a way... Okay, so the S-Deinonychuses are awake. I see them kind of running around here. That's good to know. But are they going to produce eggs over here? Wait a second. Did they already produce an egg? Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, that was a bush. Okay, so... So here's what I'm thinking plan-wise, at least for right now. I want to go back up there. I want to see if we can get a couple of more eggs, because again, if we can get some really good high-level Deinonychus eggs, what I'll do between the episodes is I'll just go ahead and breed like crazy. I'll also go ahead and crossbreed the whole 9, and then from there, in the next episode, we can take a look and see. I want you. I want the rest of the Raptors. I would rather just have all the Raptors out here. Okay, there we go. So. Let's put some levels on you real quick. So you got 33 levels. Okay, so. Get a little bit of health. Stam, you're good. Let's see, are you going to be the highest one or no? No, you're not. So I won't even get the boost or anything on you. Oh my gosh. Alright, so which one will I be able to get the boost on? Is it going to be you back here? Oh my gosh, can I get to this one, please? Thank you. Alright, so you have 3 levels. That does not give you the boost. Ugh. That's annoying. Okay, so it's gonna have to be Crackle then. If I can get to Crackle. There we go. So Crackle is apparently the alpha. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Alright, it is what it is. No big deal. But yeah, I think we're gonna go up there. We're basically just gonna kill everything and anything in our path. And we'll see if we can get a couple of more eggs. But yeah, if I can go ahead, breed between the episodes, get another S-Deinonychus or two, I think in the next episode we'll do a little bit of traveling because, like I said, I did end up seeing a lot of things in the Redwoods area that I'm really interested in. Oh yeah, look at all these guys. So many of these. What is going on here? That's so crazy. Okay, so no egg in here. Any eggs up this way? Yes. Well, potentially, I guess. Okay, S-140. That's a good sign. You're following Raptor. Okay, Crackle. I want everybody following you now. Okay, so there's no egg in this one. And there's no egg in this one. And I guess that's it. I think we literally made the trip up here for one egg. Oh, man. That actually really stinks. I was kind of hoping to get a couple of them, but... All right, so a 140 S-Deinonychus. There's another one already. Was that one there, or did that just spawn in? And what level are you? 90. Okay, so now you literally just spawned in. Wow, these things spawn in quick. But yeah, look at that. I'm doing 258 damage. It's kind of like... Not what's the point of the Deinonychus. I definitely don't want to say it like that. I think the Deinonychus could be really good, but I think that because you don't get that extra 75 levels potentially from the Deinonychus, I think that's the reason why. Not that a lot of people don't use it. I think a lot of people use the Deinonychus, but like it's not utilized as much, if that makes sense. Like, because why would I end up, just for bleed, why would I end up giving up 258 damage to only do 88? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know. But let's get back to base. I definitely want to hatch this egg, though, just because, who knows, maybe this egg in particular has like a really good stat or something, that we could definitely take a look at that. I'm going to also keep an eye on these guys. Maybe at some point they'll hopefully lay down an egg. I think that'd be really cool. The downside is, though, once they do, probably what's going to end up happening is they're going to end up dying. Yeah, that's going to be the downside. But let's get back to base. Let's hatch this egg. Let's see if it's got any good stats. And then I think between the episodes, like I said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just keep gathering eggs, and trying to get the best version of an S-Deinonychus that we can. But not before getting this purple drop, apparently. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, not bad. Not great either. Personally, I don't feel like I need this. I probably don't need that. I'll just eat that, no big deal. And then, yeah, I think we're going to throw that out too, and we'll throw that out. And 92 in the pants, that's actually pretty good. There we go. I'm not really a fan of using Titan, but to be honest, if we're going to get access to it, then of course I'll use it. There we go. All right. So it looks like things could get pretty interesting here because, of course, this is the brand new Deinonychus that is currently raising, but it does have 31 points into melee. So I'm really curious, once it gets the imprint, once it raises and everything, what is that melee going to look like? And to be honest, how is that going to compare to our current Raptors? And of course, after potentially getting a couple of more eggs, doing a little bit of breeding, crossbreeding, the whole nine, what could we be looking at the start of the next episode? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm really excited to find out. But guys, I am going to wrap up the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Really excited that we finally got ourselves our first S variant dino in the form of the Deinonychus. We'll have to see how it does at the start of the next episode. Really excited to do some testing. But guys, that is going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you all in the next one.